What's up, guys? How are you all doing? And welcome to another Maker Monday. I'm trying out a new setup today. I ordered a new camera for the site, as well as I got a shotgun microphone and some other little bips and bobs and some lenses and all kinds of cool stuff to try in attempts to bring you a little bit better videos. So I will hopefully be looking a lot better. I don't have my watch on, so I'm going to have to just time it best I can. I'll just set it on my leg. I had to take my watch off for something I was doing. But anyway, how are you guys? Hope your week's doing good. I apologize that this video is late coming out because, you know, I just got busy Monday. I've been 3D printing up a storm. Let me grab it. All right. 3D printing up a storm. Got some more videos coming for the Raspberry Pi Zero film, but in any case, here's a quick show of it. Here's the case that I'm working on printing. It's going to house the Raspberry Pi Zero. It's going to have the, you know, the little ports cut out in it and whatnot. This is the first rendition. I need to scoot in the pegs on the sides because they're just a little off. So I had to break them off to try to get this to work. But it's basically going to just sit in there like that. And then what I do, this is just a quick 3D printing tip while we're at it. We'll get into the meat of this here in just a moment. But if you ever have like a big thing that you're printing, something that, you know, something like this, but maybe let's say that, yeah, this isn't lining up on one side or some side of it, so just take and slice it in half, like in your 3D modeling software, or actually with Windows 10 you get the 3D Builder program. I've been using that a lot. It's a very simplistic, very straightforward kind of Microsoft-y type 3D printing thing, and it works really well for little like simple things like that. I'll just take and cut this in half, resave it as an STL, and that's exactly what I was doing with the cover of it, because the main thing I wanted to do is I wanted to mount up this Adafruit little charging IC. It's really slick. You plug a 3.3 single cell LiPo battery into this bad boy. It'll also has a little USB port for charging, as well as it has the 5-volt output, so it's got a little boost regulator on it. So it's fantastic for this application. That's why I'm going to use to power a Raspberry Pi Zero once this is all together. But I wanted to test fit and make sure that the features that I was picking are going to be proper. I probably need more light for that. I don't know if I can use my hand and cut the light, but see, it fits perfectly. I'm beating this on the desk. I got the camera sitting on the desk here, and see, it's not coming out. Work's gonna be great. So sorry, it's gonna be great. So I'm totally pleased with the way that this print came out. But that's a quick little trick that you can do, is you can just print half of what it is, and so essentially this will poke myself. Essentially, this will, you know, once it's completely printed, it'll be a full lid that'll go on this, you know, and then it'll snap on, and yeah. So anyway, so 3D printing is in the works for the case. I've got part 2 of that video coming out soon. It should be. I found out you can actually schedule releases of videos in YouTube, so I've got all the editing done and everything. It's already uploaded to YouTube. I'm just gonna schedule release it. I think it's scheduled to release. It might be tomorrow. So in any case. That's going to be cool stuff. So, on to the topic for today's Maker Monday, or technically it's going to be Maker Tuesday evening / Maker Wednesday. I apologize for it taking so long. Excuse me. Anyway, hopefully this audio is good on this. Like I said, I'm using a new shotgun mic. It's nice because I don't have to wire myself up, so I can just sit down in front of the camera and just start shooting. But anyway, so things that you might not know about the Arduino, or at least stuff that you may never have heard that the Arduino can do. First question, why am I doing so many Arduino videos? I've had somebody, well, actually a couple people actually asked me that. Why am I doing so many Arduino videos? Well, the simple news is, I know that, let me know in the comments though, if you guys want to see more of the Microchip PIC microcontrollers. I'll be more than happy to make more videos on that. Or actually, I was even thinking about maybe redoing a lot of my old videos that have like really bad audio and are just kind of poor quality, kind of giving them a fresh new look. I think it's been long enough, it's been a few years. We might revamp all that and kind of bust that all out of hiding, kind of like the Disney Vault, if you will. And we'll start maybe looking at that, looking at those again. But the reason that I've been kind of looking closely at the Arduino, I mean, here lately we've been doing a lot of Raspberry Pi stuff, but the Arduino is because, number one thing, I kind of wrote kind of like a little list, so I'm keeping track. Number one thing is that the compiler is free, okay? That is a big plus, I think, for the Arduino platform, is that the compiler is free, okay? And whereas like Microchip and those like that, if you really want like a full version of the compiler to where you can compile large amounts of code and get the code compression and all the features and bells and whistles of it and everything, it's like $400 USD. It's pretty darn expensive for the Microchip software, you know, for the whatever it's not High-Tec-C anymore. What is it? X8C or XC8 or whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, they keep changing the compiler. But either way, it's like a $400 or $500 deal, and so that's at least if you're a beginner, if you're a DIYer or just a maker or something. I mean, you don't really want to be investing them unless you're actually building a product to sell and you're going to make your money back. You know, I mean, that's kind of a ton of money to spend just if you want to tinker with something. So that's a plus for the Arduino platform. Another one that I saw is that it actually is fairly powerful of a compiler. You can do classes, you can do structures, you can write your own input files, your own modules. You can do yeah, quite a bit, believe it or not, with it. It's fairly powerful. Now, I mean, it is limited because it is based on C, so, you know, there's limitations of C that like C++ and stuff, other you know, languages have a little bit more benefit on. But for the most part, for tinkering, for DIY, and even for some probably I'd say small product development, the Arduino compiler does really well, and it allows you to compile the whole memory space, you know, which, like I said, depending on how big your memory is on a PIC microcontroller, the compiler may not compile that high just because it's the free version and you have to buy the full one. So that's another plus of it. It does do low power. The chips that usually come on these, the little Atmel, whatever they are, as I think I wrote it down here, the Atmega 32 or 328P. Most of the time, that's what the chip is that they put on these things. It's got low power mode. It's got watchdog timers. I can't remember if we did a video on that or not. Honestly, I don't remember. But if not, I'll go back through and look, and we may look at something on that. But you can do low power mode on this thing and have it wake on a watchdog timer, like wake on a pin or something, to where you can do battery stuff with it, to where it uses really low quiescent current. So that's a plus. Another one that is one that most people don't usually think about is you don't have to have this. I've had a lot of people that say, you know, why in the world would I pay $35 for this, you know, and then try to get this circuit board somehow form factored into whatever I'm making, and have all that pain, you know, right? Have a big problem with that, and then, you know, you're dealing with all this onboard stuff. I don't need all this stuff. I don't need all these headers and stuff. And well, true. Okay, true. That is true. And that was one thing that I thought as well. That when I bought this and was tinkering with it, I thought this is great to learn on, but I don't know if I'd actually put it into some sort of a product of some sort. But lo and behold, I did not know this. And like I said, I've had multiple. I keep dropping stuff. Sorry, guys. Lots of people asked me this as well, and then I did a few videos on this. There were a couple videos. I may do maybe the whole project using this, but you can buy the Atmega 328s. Okay, you can buy them. That's them right here, that are pre-burnt, okay, or pre-installed, I guess you'd say. We always call it burning the chip. It's left over from the old days when you actually physically had to like burn the connections into the chip. But anyway, it comes pre-burnt with the Arduino bootloader. And so the bootloader basically takes advantage of the serial RS-232 module, or the UART that's on these things, and all you have to do is hook up a like FTDI chip, you know, just a USB to RS-232 chip, and they sell them everywhere. I think Adafruit has them, eBay has them, SparkFun has. In fact, I think the one that I have is from SparkFun. Those are sold everywhere. Real simple chip. You know, it provides the 5 volts where you plug it USB into your computer, and then it gives you the receive, transmit, carrier, well, not carrier detect, but RTS, CTS, all that stuff. Gives you all that stuff broke out. And so that's all you have to do is hook that up to the receive and transmit pins and ground pins of this thing, and then you can literally install from the compiler, the Arduino compiler, literally right to your own custom chip that you could embed into your product. Okay, and you don't have to buy the through-hole DIP. You can buy the TSSOP one or the SOIC one or whatever. You can buy that and do that, and they come pre-programmed. And even if they don't come pre-programmed, let's say you are using a surface mount one that you can't find that's on Amazon. This one's on Amazon. I can put a link in the description. This one's from Amazon, and it comes pre-loaded with the bootloader. The ones that are surface mount, you may not be able to. You may just have to actually buy the chip. But not to fear, you can actually, if you have one of these guys, or even one of these that's hooked up in this way, you can actually burn the installer software on this and actually burn your own bootloaders once you have one of these devices to where you can hook it to the computer. You can actually burn your own bootloaders with it. So you don't have to buy it from somewhere, even though actually it's pretty dirt cheap to buy these through-hole ones. But if you have a very specific application and you want to burn the bootloader on it, yeah, go for it. Now, one thing is, I have not checked. I didn't really look and see what the size of the bootloader is, but depending on how big the bootloader is, now bootloaders reside in the program memory, but it's usually the first few chunks of the program memory. So now, depending on the size of the bootloader, I really don't know how much. I'd have to go look. I don't know this. I just thought of this just now, so off the top of my head, I don't know. But it could limit your program memory a little bit. Now I don't know by how much. I mean, I'm sure you guys know. You can put down the comments because I don't have the stat in front of me right now, and I'm not going to look it up. But it obviously putting a bootloader onto your chip will limit the size. Now, with Microchip, there's the tiny bootloader that I can't remember who did that, but they have a whole project. It's totally free to download. Now, that one's awesome because I think it only takes like 100 words or something like that, or maybe less than that. I don't know. I think it's like 100 words is all it takes. Takes up space in your program memory, so it's just fantastic for that one. I don't know about the Arduino one. But in any case, there's a few things. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we're probably about coming to the end of it. There's a few things you guys can check out, okay? Like I said, I'll put a link in the description for these, so if you just want to breadboard one up and have your own, like I said, custom thing, you're wanting to maybe solder it down onto a board or something, you do not have to buy this whole thing. What you do need is one of those FTDI USB to RS-232 converters, and then you just need these chips, and make sure that you get them with the bootloader burnt onto them if you don't have one of these, okay? Because you need the bootloader, because that's how the compiler loads your custom software onto the device, okay? So anyway, hopefully that was helpful to some of you. Maybe that cleared up some questions that some people had. Check out those videos I have for how to burn your own bootloader and how to use your own chip in whatever project that you want to use it in. I do have those videos. Check those out. As well as make sure and like, subscribe, and share, guys. It really helps the channel out. It helps me be able to purchase cameras and microphones and make the all-around quality a little better. Give you guys more things, because honestly, this is a fantastic hobby to me. I get to mess with cool stuff to show you guys techniques and ideas, and then the little bit of money that I make off of it from you guys' support, your likes and your shares, and definitely sharing and hitting that like button and your subscriptions and everything. I get that little bit of money in, and I just put it right back into the channel and buy more equipment, buy more things to bring you guys more and more information and more cool projects and cool builds. So definitely support by just hitting that like button if you want, and subscribing and sharing. That's the main thing, is share the videos. That really gets it out there and gets going great. So thank you guys for all your support. For now, we're getting up to, I think, 75 or 7,600 subscribers. It's unbelievable how many people we have today. Oh, it's unbelievable, man. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys enjoy it because I totally enjoy making all these videos. It's just fun to get the stuff and put it together. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for the live stream. I know I keep harping on that every video, but that's going to be a big deal. I've seen some people recently commenting on the Alexa Pi thing, and they're having trouble with it and whatnot. If you're having trouble with the Alexa Pi and stuff, definitely do not miss the live stream. Or even if you miss the live stream, it will be recorded. Check it out. We're going to build an Alexa Pi with my Raspberry Pi. With the Raspberry Pi 3. We will be building an Alexa Pi with this bad boy, and we will be doing it live. So that way, if we have any questions, I'll be watching the chat, ask away, and we'll take care of it. All right, guys. Well, I'm pretty much out of time for this Maker Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever it's going to be when I release it. So, guys, take care. Thank you very much for all the support. Please share and like and follow me and subscribe and all that jazz so you don't miss out on any of the good stuff that's coming up. All right? So, remember, 4:30, April 30th, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. We're going to do the live stream. We're going to build an Alexa Pi. It's going to be awesome. I hope to see you there. And guys, I will see you next time.